Ladies and gents, guys and gals, friendly femmes and fellows all, welcome to Middle-earth once again, where we start a new campaign in version 4.5, this being the dwarves of Kazad. Durin, eldest of the seven fathers, first awoken of the children of Aule, founded Kazadum, the dwarf mansions, the heart of our aged realm. Since the first age, we have thrived and prospered in these halls, for here we found Mithril. Here also was our greatest friendship with the elves in their kingdom of Balin, and our own part in forging the great rings. In this wonder lay our undoing, as we dug too deep and awoke Durin's bane, the spirit of the shadow and flame, Valarokka, a Balrog of Morgoth. 1,000 years have passed since Durin's bane drove us from our ancient home, and now our travel-worn expedition stands inside the Dimril Gate, the doors of Moria, and the words of friendship are revealed under the moonlight once more. Be aware, evil lurks in the depths, and Durin's bane still haunts the deepest reaches of Moria. It falls to you, Lord, to return these great halls to their former glory. We are all stout veterans of many battles, but the possibility of reinforcements are slight, and we have few or no friends on our borders. We must count on our martial prowess, hard-earned against many a foe, and subtle diplomacy to secure our right to settle once more in these great halls of our forefathers. To the east we face the Sylvan Elves, who still blame our hunger for Mithril upon the waking of the Balrog, fiercest of their ancient foes. They will not forgive us this easily. Despite our enmity in these dark times, it would be wise to try to ease the tension and gain their favor, but the decision remains yours, Lord. To the west and the north, there are the great mines and halls of Khazad-dûm and the wonders of the Mithril Forge, where once our forefathers' hammers rang as our songs were sung, and from our deep breweries there flowed rivers of our finest ales. By Sauron's will, those are now in filth-written claws of the goblins, at our hated foe, cowards who will never have forgotten our actions and our battle wrath from the war of vengeance and the slaughter of Azog upon the stairs of Azaludazar. There will be no peace with those who slew our great king, Thror, bearer of one of the last of the seven rings. Our axes cry out to drink the sweet nectar of hatred, to feast on in the black poison of goblin blood. With war, pain, and wrathful and war masks, our axes' thirst for revenge shall never be sated, till the scourge of the misty mountains is complete, the last shield is smitten, the last severed goblin head mounted upon an upthrust stake. It would be wise to reconquer these regions, as many of the forges and storerooms remain in working condition. That will be of great help reforging the armor and weapons for our most mightiest warriors. Northward, along the great misty mountains, lie strongholds infested with wretched goblins. One day, when we have regained our former strength, we shall move against these creatures and slay them, cleaning their festering corpses from under and atop these fine mountains. Until that day, Lord, we shall have to endure many battles while working to restore the halls of Durin and our greatest sires. Your loyal dwarves stand ready, awaiting your orders, ready to follow you on your quest to surpass our former glories, striding forth into the next chapter of our histories, striking out boldly against those who would arrest our great march through the pages of the histories of Middle-earth. The time has come to reclaim our rightful homes, so a trilateral meeting has been called in the town of Dale with the elves of Thranduil's realm, the men of Dale, and our fellow kin. We discuss a plan and then gather volunteers for our quest. We must move to the town of Dale, my lord, or we shall be late. Barak Kazad, Kazad Aiminu. So, that was the lengthy intro script, and we shall now move to Dale. And we shall wait a turn. That's going to be happening quite frequently in this. Moving to an arrow and waiting a bit. But I hope you're all well. I hope you are ready for an adventure through Middle-earth. Now we shall traverse the area that we once conquered with the Woodland Realm, because I have decided indeed to head south through Mirkwood Forest. Or maybe, on second thought, I'm not sure I ever have gone through the northern passages, so that would actually be interesting, heading through the Erin Mithrin. I believe that then we would be aided by Bjornings, maybe? That would be interesting. Many paths and errands meet. We exposed our intentions to the assembly, and unfortunately Thranduil and the Men of Dale refused to provide any decisive support to our cause. Almost 40 years has passed since our Lord Balin and his company reclaimed Erebor, bringing peace to the northern Ravanion. But yet our so-called allies believe our quest to be folly. Nevertheless, we have had better results with our kinsmen. Optimistic dwarves from Erebor and the Iron Hills have volunteered for our journey. Without delay, we must decide upon which course to take to Moria. There are 2 proposed routes to discuss, my lord. Please listen carefully. We can use the longer route, by first passing along the foothills of the Erin Mithrin, and then turning south through the Anduin Vale. It will be safer, but will take more time, and we have a higher chance of alerting the Misty Mountain orcs of our mission. Second option is through the forest of Mirkwood, and Balin knows from experience of the dangers within. As of late, the darkness of Dol Guldur pervades the woods. Many attacks should we expect on this route, but it will be swifter, and the orcs will which infest our home will not see us coming. Lastly, keep in mind that while our starting goal is well funded by the leftover shares of Balin's dwarves, the longer the quest, the less gold we have to rebuild Moria quickly. Shall we use the longer and safer northern route? This path will delay our arrival to Moria, but will be safer. Or shall we traverse through the dangerous forests southwards? I'll try to accept and take the longer route. We are dwarves after all, so passing along the mountain ranges will be more akin to a homely feel for our dear brethren. So that is the route we have chosen. The journey begins. It is official. We shall traverse the foothills of the Erin Mithrin, and then travel through the Anduin Vale on to Moria. Our dwarves will be safer, but there will still be perils to face along the way. We must respect the following rules while on quest to Moria, or our campaign may be cut short. No other settlement but Moria. We have our quest, do not deviate from it. No declarations of war. We are representatives of Erebor. We will not disgrace our fellow kinsfolk. Capture Moria in no more than 7 years. After that, our company will be recalled to Erebor. Follow the directions given. The route is planned ahead, and if we do not follow it, we face the wrath of the king. So here we have High Lord Balin with Balin's Guard, a formidable bodyguard. 36 armor rating, 11 attack and effective against armor. I mean, these are almost up there with the Smiths of Eregion for some of the best units this game has to offer. Let's see. We can get some Dale Cavalry. I want some Dale Cavalry. That sounds smashing. Okay. So, what shall we face along the way, I wonder? There will probably be some interesting encounters, I am sure. It's been a while since I've played as Kazad or any Dwarven nation for that matter, and so I'm really looking forward to seeing what this campaign. Oh, Dolguldur doesn't like us. The Misty Mountain Orcs don't like us. Well, I mean, who'd have guessed? Okay, we are fantastically rich, which is always nice. I don't recall if this path will take us through an area where we could feasibly get some Sons of the Fallen, but if that were to be the case, such recruits would be of immense use to us. Oh, flicking in the flags. Flicking in the flags and the banners. Flicking in the flags. Okay. Let's see. No more
March.
to recruit. Okay. So we stand here. Would it kill us if we stood here?
Move out.
I hope
Men
not.
of March go.
I'll take the chance. I'll take the chance. We're not enemies with the Orcs of Gundabad because of, yeah. And that's actually pretty good because I was considering that they might take umbrage with us crossing through, well, very close to their lands. Actually, crossing through their lands. Dane's Hall is usually theirs. A company of miners have stumbled across our camp. They say a large snagger force has come down from the mountains. Their DaC site was raided. They fled east where they met up with other miners who had been attacked. Many did not survive. They asked for our help to defeat the snagger force. Oh. Gesundheit, I'm sorry. To defeat the snagger force, to avenge the lost ones, and to save other miners in the nearby foothills. The survivors will join our company if we agree to wipe out the snagger raiders. Do we help them? Yes, why not? Oh, okay, so here come...
Times come, lads. To arms.
Okay, so that's it. I suppose we're at war with Gundabad now. Okay, well... Okay, so they attack us. Meaning that if we retreat up to this hill, we should have a decent chance of getting a very strong position. We have our Dale Cavalry against Snagger. They should do really well. These archers are the first ones we want to have in position. Kazad volunteers, Arabo infantry. Dragon Slayers. They are wonderful. Okay, I guess we'll take these guys. They're kind of comparable. So they'll form one bulk. Then we have these guys, they'll form another. And we have these. Our heavy hitters. Okay, let's see where they are. Okay, so they have to come at us, which we will use to our full advantage. Run, everybody. Some might come up from the side, but if they do, we'll have some. We're going to have some words with them. Have a word with them. Or let's say Balin should have a word with them. Okay. And our cavalry. Well, I think ideally they should just wait off to the side, I suppose. And then they will strike at an opportune moment. When the time comes. When the time comes. And they are already coming into range. The snagger skirmishers. Okay. Or what? Aren't we the ones attacked? Well, if that is the case, then I guess we do have a use for our Dale cavalry. If they refuse to play ball, I'll just give them a bit of a charge, a bit of a prod, if you will. And they should be enraged to the point of action. Snagger archers, a juicy target. Ah, oh, damn it. Ah, that is just, yeah. Okay. But we did kill 3% of them. Losing some cavalry, but yeah. Damn. Yeah, even low-level archers, they can do quite a bit. The mountain guard are probably the most serious threat on the field today. Well, not probably. They are the most serious threat on the field today. Okay, so where did they go? Yeah, they are heading for this clearing. Okay, so ideally, I would like to surround the mountain guard with dwarven laborers. So what I will do is I'll actually put some over there. Okay. So snagger skirmishers. No.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Yes. Okay. Take it off times 6. We're going to be shooting some skirmishers. And we're going to be riding down some archers. And our dwarves are slaughtering snagger because, you know, because they absolutely should. Dale cavalry charging into snagger archers, doing a wonderful job. Wonderful job, I must admit. Okay, the mountain guard is over there. And we can fire at them. So we will. This is the time at which we start pushing forward into the enemy. So. Move you down there. Move you over there. So we're weakening the mountain guard. That's always good. Killing 1 or 2. Always nice. We have some rousing skirmishes.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Them we shall ride down. Stop them. We're gonna unhop up them. Unhop up. Okay. So, you guys, please run. Yes, keep up now. Keep up. And you run that way. You run that way. We've actually killed quite a few of them with our archer fire. That's nice. Okay, but now we shall stall the archers for now and come in with our maneuver. Indeed it is, Men of Dale. 67% casualties on the enemy. How long? Well, I would put it to you that you are not supposed to be waiting at all. You should be running this way. Come on, my lovely dwarves. These dwarven labourers, with their armor piercing, despite their low attack, they will absolutely do a number on their armor rating. They still, of course, have an attack skill that is worth considering. When surrounding them, when they're surrounded,
The army flees the field.
that skill
After
will be
them.
little.
Cut the cowards down.
So, okay. Just capture as many as you can. No, you might as well. Not that we're going to leverage anything great from it, but it might give the cavalry more experience points, and more experience points for the cavalry is always useful. It means they will do better if they get caught in a melee at some point. And there we go. Got a third chevron there. Nice. Okay, and that's basically all of them.
Be in awe of the victory we have won here today.
Dwarven travelers in the hundreds. I'm thinking that maybe I should have used Balin's guard against the mountain, but maybe, you know. The dwarven laborers also did really well. Surrounding those guys just took the wind out of them. But next time, given that Balin's bodyguard replenishes, yeah, that might be prudent to. It might be prudent to take advantage of that, especially given the limited numbers. And one should also remember the high cost of Balin's bodyguard per man means that in the interim, when he is healing, and his troops are lower, his daily cost will go down. So acceptable losses plus less expenditure. You know, that does sound pretty good, all things considered. So let's yeah, let's move through Wood Elven territory. Hopefully they will like us. Okay, the Dark Lord of Mordor apparently likes us a lot for killing snow orcs. Yeah. But yes, we are now at war with Gundabad. Stranger things have indeed happened, and probably will before this is over. And so we come to turn number 6. Hornburg is besieged. Well, that didn't take long. The Easterlings of Rune have overtaken us as the richest faction in Middle-earth. Oh, and somebody else has too. Wonder who. Well. And there's Torfalin. Goodbye, Torfalin. We are heading to Bjorn. Bjorn's Halls. I wonder if we could recruit some elven mercenaries. That would indeed be interesting. But we'll see, I guess. Oh, a snow orc diplomat going to Torfalin. Apparently they their relationships have not erupted into animosity as of yet.
Aye.
But
Aye. Forward.
that being said,
That'll do him today.
we are losing money every turn, so I guess if we take, let's say, 10 turns to reach Kazad and we keep on losing about 2,300 per turn. That means that when we get there, we'll have about 5,000 left. We might lose a few troops along the way. I'm sure there's a battle event here in Bayon's Woods. And I'm sure that this battle will be, well, I'm not sure what it will be actually, but I'm sure it will mean the loss of some dwarven lives, which at least does remedy our financial situation slightly. Okay. Okay. That would also remedy it slightly. We have been given money.
Onward.
And we have arrived at Beyond's Hall. And we are now very good friends with Woodland Realm and Dale. So, let's see what the script has in store for us as we march southward. Another campaign I could see myself taking would be Rune, but with the aim of backstabbing Mordor. You know, of course, Durin has to die. That is almost unavoidable. But having taken control of the Sea of Rune, it would be interesting to expand southward into Mordor and march on Barad-dûr itself with an army of gold-clad, fabulous warriors. Weren't we close enough? Oh, damn it. Damn it! That just sees the gains of that we got from the council just evaporate. Damn it! Straight too far from the path. So Ithilien has been reclaimed. Gondor is doing well. And we've been given more money. Thank you. The Beyondings are under siege. Yes, we shall indeed assist them, because we are a force for good in this world. And Dol Guldur, well, they are scum. Scum of the earth. And from what I can see, scum is what they have brought. So let us close in and attack the enemy. So, suspecting what I most fear, a leak between Orthanc and the Dark Tower, I let forth my errant men of my own household. Okay, so here we are. It's a foggy day, but, you know, that would serve us well, because those bastards usually have quite a few arrows to their name. Oh. Balin's guard has no upkeep. Okay, you know what? I didn't notice that before. So whatever I lose from him will not see me gain any financial advantage. Okay, here's the plan. So come here. We shall have our armor-piercing warriors on, armor-piercing laborers on one side of the main battle line. We shall have our archers behind it, they shall not run away, because I fear they won't outrun any enemy. So having them do so would be quite futile. And they are decent in melee. Better than their troops, at least. So. And then we have our hard hitters coming in from the right, along with our cavalry. So. Let's see what they do. Okay, they've taken position up over here. Okay, that's when we do this. That's a handy trick. You can take your entire force and click in a direction, and they will go and face in a direction perpendicular to the rotation of the unit, and they will maintain their formation. So, what can we expect? We have infantry on the left flank. We might have some units hiding here, but otherwise, I mean, this seems to be easy pickings with this guy. As soon as he charges into something, the cavalry will come and take him out. And I shall see that he charges into Balin's guard, because why not? So. You guys target them. Yeah, they do have some groups in hiding. They absolutely do. Let's put them over there. Let's put these guys over here. And the Dragon Slayers on reserve, and the old cavalry on the prowl. Let's speed it up a bit. We have some allies coming in from behind, ready to charge into the enemy and disrupt their formation, which I approve of. So let's have all of our troops run, because it seems that our window of opportunity has arrived. Their bodyguard stands defiant of the wood dwellers encroaching upon them, but here come the dwarves. Balin's guard, are you rushing toward him? Yes, indeed you are. She'll charge into there, charge into there, charge into there. And here come the labourers on the flank. Okay, and it seems that their bodyguard is actually intent on chasing down the cavalry. Well, I'm not sure we want to let that happen. That shouldn't just slide.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
6% lost, but I imagine a lot of that is actually with the enemy at the skin changes. Fierce warriors. Just taking a pause to admire the 26 attack stat with armor effectiveness. It's just insane. 120% movement speed, cannot be staggered. I mean, these guys are just pretty damn fearsome. Okay, let's see if we can entrap this bodyguard, because once their bodyguard dies, their army flies. And so here we go. Okay, our flanking forces are ready to encroach upon the enemy and give them a hammer blow to the head they shall never forget for as long as they live. Not that they'll be living that long, but hey. Okay. And Balin's guard is engaged with the enemy. And from the proper flank, it seems. Indeed. Wonderful.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Okay, our archers, are they shooting at the bodyguard? Well, I don't really want that, because that means they're shooting at Balin, and shooting at your own leader should not happen. It shouldn't be done. So, we have charged.
Good tidings. The enemy
And
general lies dead.
he's dead. Good.
We have set the cart
And
to
now the
hell.
cavalry turns toward crowd control.
Look how our cowardly foe runs. It is time to press the attack.
Let's see how many chevrons we can manage to get with about 30%, 35% of the enemy army in total up for grabs. That's one. Some Mirkwood hunters, dare we dream? No, they've been chased by skin changes. Well, those Mirkwood goblins. I mean, we should be able to take those Mirkwood goblins. Okay. Nice. Can you do it now? They'll get away, they'll get away. No, damn it. Okay. Dog of those scouts. Come on, get him. No, okay. Three Mirkwood goblins left. Nah, okay, not worth it.
This is a clear victory.
High Lord Balin. Dale cavalry gaining experience as well as dwarven travelers. Wonderful. But against the power that now arises, there is no victory. A line appropriated in the film for Saruman rather than Denethor. But of course, both of these are individuals influenced by Sauron through the Palantir, so I guess they are similar in that respect. Bastions of good corrupted by the forces of evil and darkness. One corrupted to, shall we say, insurrection against all that is good, and one corrupted into madness.
Victory! Lord. Onward. The men have marched Derwent.
Okay, and we move forward. We didn't lose a lot of troops there. Yeah. We lost some melee forces, I suppose. I shall pour myself a glass of water, and I encourage you to do the same. Remember to drink water. Remember to drink water. Remember to drink water, or you'll die. We have broken the siege, and for a reward we have gotten a contingent of Bjorning warriors. With their above average movement speed, frightening of enemy infantry, effective against armor, and strong attack. These guys will prove useful.
Where to?
Okay.
March. Onward.
Fennel. Let's see what awaits us in this hobbit home of the Vale. the area wherein Smeagol originally lived, I believe. In the lore, he was a river hobbit. And the Anduin was where he found the ring. Discovered by the orcs. Our lazy scouts have let spies of the mountain orcs escape into their depths. By now, the orcs and their chieftain surely know our intentions. They may try to stop us, or they may even try to reinforce Moria. We must be prepared for the worst, and hope we emerge victorious.
Aye, my king. March. March no further today. I will do it today, sir.
I'm really looking forward to getting Kazad going, seeing what the military might can accomplish in the mountains. Last time I played as them, the map looked very different. There was in version 2, I think it was. I'm not sure the roster has changed much, but the Misty Mountains, they sure have. Kazad was also in 2 cities at that time, but split in 2. But there were pathways through the Misty Mountains that you could take northward into Goblin territory, into a few different castles and settlements, and they have pretty much been relegated to or changed to Kala in the Kala Gorge, and cut down to also Goblin Town. So there are effectively 4 settlements: the 2 Kazadums, Kala, Goblin Town, and then Gundabad and Letesh and so on, the Angman Gundabad provinces. I suppose they count too, but but it has changed quite a bit. So I should be interested in seeing how this changes the general tactic of Kazad, because usually as Kazad I would just move through the mountains up towards Gundabad, and by then at that time Gundabad had not even been a faction. It was just an extension of the Misty Mountains. Oh, hello. We have been challenged in combat by some orcs. Over 900 orcs, as far as I can see. So, what may they have? Okay. This time we are on the defensive. I am sure of it. So we shall do as we are wont to do. We shall make a battle line. Now we shall have Balin's guard in front. I'm willing to take that. Slight risk, because we're not facing overwhelming opposition today, I think. And then we have our flanking heavy hitters. Let's see what they do. What they have. They have some wargs on the side. We shall want our cavalry to steer clear of them. They have walks on that side too. And we don't really have troops that are ideal to counter them, except for the dragon slayers. And I suppose Balin's guard can do in a pinch, but they have no natural affinity for dealing with cavalry. So, Goblin infantry, Snagger archers, Goblin bodyguards, yeah. This here in the center is not what I'm worried about. So, Balin, you shall run over there. And you guys, you're gonna go there. Cavalry, you're going to go behind the Bjorning warriors. Any moment now, they should be getting in range of our archers. And we shall start pestering the Goblin infantry. Warg riders shall be faced with heavy infantry. The heaviest infantry that this game can provide. And once we have engaged the cavalry, then our own shall ride forth and spread panic in their infantry line. That's the plan anyway. Okay, the Snagger archers have committed themselves against our own. So, let's shoot more on those guys just to make sure that we don't hit our cavalry. And there we go. That's good.
If we continue like this,
Our dragon slayers are proving quite effective, as are Balin's guard. So, now is the time to move this line forward. Okay. 2 losses against a battalion of Warg riders. You know, I will take that. That is acceptable. Warg riders coming in for Balin's guard. Show them what you're made of, lads. Unhubbub indeed. Okay. Let's see what we have.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Those dwarves are so powerful and so good at dealing with these enemies. Let's make swift work of these Snagger archers. Oh, we have some Warg riders coming in. And they're charging in to their own bodyguard? That's a bit... Okay, you know what? I'll take that. You just go right ahead. And these Kazad volunteers will just make mincemeat of you. And Balin's guard doing well. They have crushed the wargs. You charge into the bodyguards. Oh, no, wait. Goblin infantry is coming for you, and you shall welcome them with open arms. Open arms indeed. So open your arms, Balin, and welcome them. Oh, no. They've decided against it. Wanting to support the general. Well, yeah, that's not going to go too well for them, I think.
The enemy army flees the field. After them, cut the cowards down.
Indeed, cut the cowards down. Let's see. And there falls Ratmus. Ratmus, that orcish scum. Orcish scum bucket. So let's see. Yeah.
This is a clear victory.
963 orcish scum buckets have paid in blood for their transgression against the dwarves of Kazad. Again, highest kill ratio. Dwarven travelers Dale cavalry combined with combined casualty rates also doing pretty well, I think. Well enough to gain extra experience, and that's the most important thing today. Takes a while for it to load back now, but here we go. So, let's see what we get. We get a defeated Orcish army, and High Lord Balin is free to move towards Moria itself. And he could actually, just short of a single tile, reach Moria, but okay. So we'll take it over there. I will probably face an Orcish army, the likes of which we have not yet seen. I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to engaging the enemy with some wonderful dwarven catapults. The prospect of that never fails to make me smile. I think I'll end this episode with the capture of Moria. And then tomorrow's episode will see us move beyond Moria's confines and borders and consolidate our holdings in the Misty Mountains. The Orcs are good and the bad don't like us. Well, I guess that's understandable. We have reached Moria. Oh, there's a Lorian diplomat here.
Noble ally.
And he considers us an ally. And here we have an army. I mean, that should be pretty simple to defeat. So. Again, it's a lot of early tier goblins and orcs, and as per usual, those goblin infantry and snagga, and yeah, they're just terrible units. So I guess the goblin infantry have stats sufficiently high to make them a pain if there are like thousands of them, but even then, I mean, a Balin's guard could kill hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them without being in any serious danger. Oh! The journey has been long, but now the time has come. Kazad is an immense city, and therefore will take time to rid the halls of orc stench. We start with our assault at the eastern gate. We must assault the gate immediately, catching the goblins off guard. We know not whether Durin's bane will be awaiting us inside, but we shall not let any creature get in our way. Bark Kazad, Kazad Aymene. Okay, so now they have some mountain Uraks. They are fearsome. They're very strong. Goblin Hablet, but yeah. I guess that's the worst of it. Standard Orcish bodyguard. Not to be discounted completely, but not very effective on the whole. So let's make rams.
Aye, sire. Is it time to assault the walls?
Okay. And so the Battle of Kazad is upon us. The main mines of Moria, where the mithril is found. But the orcs The goblins, they are squandering their opportunity. They are squandering these lands and resources. They deserve not what they have stolen. And so we shall take it back. By golly, shall we take it back.
Forcing on the enemy.
Okay, so they are experienced and have upgraded armor stats. 14 v 21. Those are strong stats, they are. Especially, you know, when in terms of orcs. That is very strong. That's one of the strongest orcish units in the game. So, let's plot down a save. And, I was about to write something silly. I suppose I will. Kazad point. There we go. That's even more silly than what I first thought, and I shall not reveal my thoughts to you on that. But we shall march to victory for the dwarves, the dwarven peoples of Middle Earth, as we re-establish dwarven control over Moria. Our laborers are fielding the rams. But there is actually no actual gate that we need concern ourselves with. So, you know, just line up, lads. I'm sure we shall have to fight them for every inch of ground. And the Dale cavalry, well, they might prove useful, but okay, so they're just gonna let us cross the bridge? Fine, fine. Damn, it's dark in here. So, well, let's get about it. Let's be about it. See what we can do. And they have put their mountain Uryx in front. But here come the dwarves, and they shall invade Durin's halls. Let's see. I mean, if we can shoot them from here, we will. Oh dear, the camera goes a little bit crazy. That should be sufficient. Let's take it up to _3. Oh well, let's just go ×6 while we get into position. And we have dwarves wading through walls. That's not okay, but here it seems to work better. Okay.
Ready to fight.
What is their movement speed anyway? Let's see. Is it 95? Oh, it's 100% for the travelers. Okay. In that case. Okay, so what are they doing? How are they reacting to our incursion? They are not doing much at all, but they are trying to shoot at us. So that's something. Okay, here they come. Goblin infantry rushing at us. So how are we to respond, you say? Well, we have our dwarven labourers. They should do well in pressing in against these fools. And until then, our dwarven travellers will hold okay. So, here come our dwarven labourers. And here come some halberds.
The battle is very much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
So, push yourselves into them, lads. Okay, so they're starting to run, but the halberd is going to make it a bit difficult. Okay. What we would like these Erebor infantrymen to do is to move to the front and lock their shields and push these goblins aside. Come on, folks. Let's get going. And there we go. That's the Erebor infantry in action. Damn, 9% of our force is lost. Well, let's hope that was the worst of it. Perhaps not, but okay. Indeed. But I do want to save the Dragon Slayers just for a little while because they're so good, especially against the more heavily armored foes. So. But let's get them in there now. And we might as well move the cavalry in to support. They do have an attack stat of 7, so they're not useless.
The battle is very much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
The Erebor infantry has made it into the main chamber. With the Kazad volunteers and the dwarven labourers in support. Dwarven travellers are regaining their stamina. And we shall push Balin's guard forward into the enemy. Mountain Uruks, I feel like they're doing well, but let's put them up against some true military might. With the Bjorning Warriors and the Dragon Slayers coming in upon them. Balin's guard losing. Oh dear, I did see that coming. Okay. This is the time when we exit the shield wall. damn! Balin's guard isn't doing well at all. So where is Balin? I mean, because we don't want to lose him. So might just we might just pull him back slightly. Take down those mountain uruks, please. Anyone who is effective against armor should focus on them. Nope. Has the goblin infantry. Bugger. I mean... Okay, we've improved our situation. Now, it seems to consider it balanced, so... Balin, rest. So, here come the Dragon Slayers into the fray and on to victory. They may be tired, but they shall still be brutally effective. You know what, let's push them toward the Goblin Bodyguard.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast,
There we
victory
go.
will be ours.
Goblin infantry. Yeah, it's just a whole clusterfuck of orcs and troops and yeah. Okay, where do we have the cavalry? Because I kind of want them to push into this mess, but toward the archers with all the speed and ferocity that they can muster. Come, my lads. Into the orc archers we go.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Oh damn it, they have paid for it dearly. But the Dragon Slayers seem to be doing well. And we are pushing them, we are pushing them, we are pushing them hard. Okay. I will send Balin's guard in to attack these archers. And our own archers shall do the same. Because they do outclass them substantially in melee. 4 and 5 versus 6 and 10. So almost twice as good in every metric.
Good tidings! The enemy general lies dead. We have sent the cur to hell.
That is good tidings indeed. The Conqueror of Moria is now gone.
My lord, our men are in control of the city.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. But they're also, you know, the orcs are down to the last few percent. So, we should have them where we want them. Although almost half of our army has paid with their lives. Indeed, war does await you, but now it's just a... There we go.
We have won here today.
Zogrum, Conqueror of Moria, and his 1,600 orcs have all fallen. Dragon Slayers, 464. Yeah. Top marks, man. Top marks. That's well done. And Beyonding Warrior is also doing well. Arable Infantry. I mean, really. And Dwarven Dagger is there. Nice. What did Dale Cavalry do? They died. Oh. I'm so sorry, brave Dalesmen. Brave men of Dale. That might have been a misappropriation of your strengths and weaknesses. I am sorry. But, you know, they did help push into the enemy formation, which sometimes helps just as much as killing them outright, because it allows other units to seize upon the moment and kill whatever distracted foe is in front of them. So, I suppose their effort, while small statistically, should not be overlooked in the greater scheme of the battle. And where there is a whip, there is a will, my slugs. Kazad conquered.
Victory! Well done, men.
Yeah, let's loot the place. Yay! We now hold Kazad, and this shall be the marking of the end to this episode. So, thank you for joining me on this adventure to reclaim Kazad and go beyond even the wildest dreams of the dwarves that went before. We shall craft a dwarven empire that has seen no rival. But until next time, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I shall see you tomorrow for another trip to Kazad. I should note that I will also return to the Woodland Realm every once in a while, but for the next few episodes, Kazad will be the focus, really just to get this campaign going on its feet and on its trajectory to victory, and then we'll see what happens there. I may introduce more factions, or I may just go between the dwarves and the elves for a while. Both nations are good fun, but as always, let me know if you have an idea to where this channel should go. So, yeah, thank you for watching, if indeed you have, and farewell.